we are the few, and we know about the 5%, 10%, and the rest.
Yeah.
So, we can look on and be worried, or however you want to feel about it. It's like mixed emotions. But should that be true, which I believe it is, just as an onlooker, there's nothing more than you can really expect.
How come?
What's gonna change them? It's like it's a reason that they are with the rest.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I even have a grip on what Black American culture is. I might actually do that as a video. I might go out in the public and ask like black people is like, what is Black American culture? And see what their answer is.
They gonna say fucking rap music, soul food, fucking blues, or whatever the fuck.
I want to hear their answers though. Hold up. I'm gonna actually jot that down. You had said rap, soul food, and blues, or some shit, etc. I'm gonna see what they say because right now rap is killing us.
What do you think? Besides those things, what do you think they would say?
Sometimes I don't have a clue. I don't have an idea on Black American culture because I know how we started. It's like we were cut off from the original culture we came from. We don't know where we come from, so the responsibility was on us to build our own culture.
But you know the typical things that a black person would cling to if asked that question.
I honest to God want to hear them say it.
I just want to know what do you expect to be on the list?
I don't know, and that's why I had that. I honestly really am not too sure what I'm gonna hear today, because some of the stuff that these people are doing is ridiculous, and whatever it is that they're doing, it's dripping in pride. It's dripping in vanity. It's dripping in lust. It's like, how are we supposed to get along? It's like we're clinging to everything that you were literally told not to.
At this moment, there is no way for us to get along because we're so separated and isolated from each other. You can't go. You go into a city, BR for example. We are separated by hoods.
And it's all stacked on top of itself. That's ridiculous. It's like Sherwood is literally across the street from it's literally down the street from Park Forest.
Right. And in some places it depend on what streets you live on. Inside that same hood.
Right. It's like you don't even get a whole section. It's just the street. It's like, what happens if I had to go to the convenience store that's 2 streets down?
Right. And that combined with just general ignorance, how do you even come out of that?
I'm still trying to figure it out. That's why everything that I've been doing up here has been like a slow cook. It's like I'm really trying to choose my words carefully. I'm really trying to make sure that like I have as much information as I can before really trying to like submit an answer and push it with all the strength of my being.
I believe you're gonna have that epiphany, bro. Obviously, if I knew in the slightest what it could be, then I could say something about it. But it's something that we ain't thought about, or it's something that hasn't come up in the right person's mind to try to put it into play. Because to say it's gonna take some doing is an understatement to even start.
But that's the thing. What discourages me is that I've heard people articulate pieces of the solution in ways that I could never have fathomed.
Right.
And it didn't click. And that's the point of like what I'm saying. It's like no matter how good you figure it out, no matter how perfect you get the picture, no matter how good you articulate it and show it to a person, irrefutable evidence that this is what we need to be doing and this is how we fix it, the onus still falls on the person you're talking to, whether or not it's actually going to work.
Well, I mean, knowing that, then you have to find another way. If you still intend to make change, perhaps articulating it is not the full answer.
Well, actually, I do believe you're right, because there's a saying, it's do as I say, not as I do. And that saying is a load of bull.
Right, it is.
You have to lead by example, which is why I always practice everything I preach.
That's the type of shit mom used to say.
What? Do as I say, not as I do?
Yeah. She like, don't fucking curse, and she be in that bitch
wilding out.
lighting that bitch up. And I'll be like, how? How am I not supposed to curse?
See, yeah, it doesn't work. It's like children are impressionable. It's like mimetic desire takes place. You have to be able to show the example. You have to be able to achieve it. Show that it's possible.
Show that what's possible.
To actually do better. To actually show that it's like you're bigger than your emotions when trying to resolve gang conflict.
There's so many counteractive measures though. I almost feel like somehow that has to be put to an end before we can try to fix the shit that's fucked up right now. Because I mean,
what has to be put to an end?
The shit that they are putting out to us through media that is continuing on that message of or that message about black people, whatever stereotypes.